Here we go.
Okay, so die Frage ist, was sind Nebensätze? Was
What
erinnert
are
ihr euch?
Yeah.
what do you remember?
Nebensätze
Ja.
können mit einem Fragewort beginnen.
So we have two concepts, Hauptsatz,
Mhm.
and then we have three components, comma, which separates the Nebensatz from the Hauptsatz. So in the Hauptsatz, I have the main concept. Then I have a comma,
Okay.
and then I have a connector,
Mhm.
which we said could be aduso, aber denn, no, aber doch, how is it? Aber und oder sondern. Okay, so we have these five connectors. These are conjunctions. You have two sentences with equal worth. So basically two Hauptsätze being combined with a conjunction, or you have a subordinate clause, which is your subjunction, and that is your Nebensatz. Why? Because it's a sentence that helps you explain the main sentence. So we have the comma, we have the subjunction or the connector, and then we have the verb at the end. That is the
Okay.
structure of the Nebensatz. So now we have something here called Fragesätze. So let me see where my pen is. Okay. And it's a pen, yes. So Fragesatz means all I have to look at is, oh, it's a question. Okay. Then I have a Fragewort. So we said that Fragewort are all these questions. Wer, wann, wo, wie viel, warum. Okay.
Mhm.
So now we have a question. Wann fährt der Zug ab? And by having a preposition at the end of a sentence, I know that I have a trennbares verb. So the verb here is abfahren. Okay?
Mhm. Yeah.
Now, how do I answer it? Well, let's take red. First of all, you answer the question. So in this case, the answer is, ich weiß nicht. I have no idea. And then we have our Fragewort wann. And the Fragewort then gets included in the answer. So that Fragewort becomes your connector. Okay? So that's what this first part is. So now, in the second part, so this is why it says Nebensätze können mit einem Fragewort beginnen. So your subordinate clause can start with your Fragewort. Okay, so the wann. Now the second part here is that as we have a trennbares verb, and we know that the trennbare verb come at the end of the sentence, then we have to put the trennbares verb at the end. And you have to conjugate it according to the subject. So in this case, we have third person, singular, and therefore the ending is your T. So, ich weiß nicht, wann Paul ankommt. And if it were Paul und Maria, then of course, wann Paul und Maria ankommen, because now it's plural. Okay. So this is what we have to focus on as we go through this wonderful exercise. Now,
Beautiful, beautiful.
oh yeah. So now we have a verb. The verb is wissen, which means to know. So if I ask you a question, what I want to know is whether you do or do not know what's going on. And since the infinitive is wissen, I have to remember that it is an irregular verb, meaning that the I of wissen is short, meaning I need double S, while the conjugation bei is long. So now I have to use the scharfe S. So this is why in the singular, the double S changes to your scharfes S or SZ. Okay? Okay, so with all this in mind, just basic review. Let's clear the drawing. And then let's see. Yeah. Why is it not going down? Okay. So now the question is wann? Wann fährt der Zug ab? So when is the train leaving? And the answer is, ich weiß nicht, wann der Zug abfährt, which is the same exercise or example that I have up top. So now we have this next exercise. And you can use any which question you want to use. So you can ask, wo ruft die Reporterin an? So where is the reporter calling? Wen ruft die Reporterin an? Who is she calling? Or in this case, wann? When is she calling? You can ask, warum? Why is she calling? So you can use any which Fragewort that you can think of. And depending on which one you put in there, that's the one you're going to be using to answer.
Okay. So let's see. Wann ruft die Reporterin an?
Okay, wann ruft die Reporterin an?
So
And then
when
the
did the
answer is,
reporter call? Is that right?
when does the reporter
Or
female
when
call?
does? Okay. Yeah. Ich weiß nicht, wann die Reporterin anruft.
Very good. Okay, so ich weiß nicht, Komma, wann die Reporterin anruft.
So the conjugation is already done for us then in these. I mean, we don't have to of the main verb.
Basically it's
Yeah.
done. All you have to do is restructure the sentence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So if we put wann again, wann steht Theo am Morgen auf
Okay.
would be ich weiß nicht, wann Theo can't say it, wann Theo am Morgen aufsteht.
Okay, very good. So I could also say, wie viel Uhr steht Theo am Morgen auf? So what time? Wie viel Uhr? And the answer would be the same. Ich weiß nicht, Komma, wie viel Uhr Theo am Morgen aufsteht. Okay.
Then so say, let's see, let's try, can we do was? Was kauft? Does that work?
Yeah, they all work.
Okay. Well, I was going to do wo steht Theo. Where did it wake up?
Oh,
So
that
was,
would've been-
was kauft Carmen heute ein? Ich weiß nicht, was Carmen heute einkauft.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. What did Carmen buy today at einkaufen? Is that to buy? Kaufen?
What does she buy?
Or what? Yeah, I keep saying past tense. What does she buy today? I don't know what Carmen buys today.
Right.
Okay.
So, okay, so if you want to put who here, wo, would that be wo or would that be a different
Well,
wo,
wo means
fährt nach?
where. Okay. The German wo means
Okay.
where.
Okay.
So you want the English who.
Is that them?
No. So let's go up here. So we have where, meaning German wo.
Okay.
Then we have who in English, which means
Wer.
where.
Okay. Okay, so let's use wer fährt nach München mit?
Okay. So we use
So
where.
then it would be wer. So that would be ich weiß nicht.
Ich weiß
Wer, ich weiß nicht,
nicht, wer
wer nach München mitfährt. Mitfährt.
mitfährt. Okay, because you already got the fährt.
Fährt, okay.
Yeah, so it's you already got it right here.
Yeah.
I don't remember what was bedeutet herstellen. Stellen is place.
Well, if you don't know, then just make something.
Okay. Wo stellt die Firma her?
Wo? Okay. Wo stellt die Firma her?
Ich weiß nicht, wo die Firma herstellt.
So you got transnational or international companies. Yeah, I mean like iPhones. I mean, you could ask, what does Apple produce?
Oh, produce. Okay.
Then, or to make, what do they make? So what do they
Okay.
make, or
Thus,
where do they fabricate? Where do they construct? Where do they do it?
okay.
So
Where
you
do
could
they
either do
produce?
wo, like the iPhone. You could ask, okay, so isn't the iPhone made in the USA? No, it's made everywhere else except the USA.
That's right.
Okay? Or your cars, Volkswagen. Where is Volkswagen made? Wo stellt die Firma her? Well, Deutschland, China, Brazilian, Mexico. So they got plants all over the world, probably in the US.
I heard they're closing the plants in Deutschland. The
Yeah,
Volkswagen.
they just closed 3 of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, this whole transformation to battery driven or battery run cars,
Mhm.
it nobody ever gave a clear indication where they were going, and the Chinese demanded that all their cars become battery driven. So
Hmm.
now you got all this
Mm.
huge influx of battery driven cars from China.
Yeah.
The problem is they're not up to the safety standards the Europeans demand.
Oh,
So they put high taxes on them and all other kinds of stuff. Anyway,
yeah. Yep.
so all right, I think the next one doesn't have that many options.
Yeah. Wer,
Yeah.
wer. So, ik weiß nicht.
Oh, come on.
Ich weiß
Weiß
nicht,
nicht.
wer dich vom Bahnhof abholt.
Right.
Okay. So next one is, I think the best is wann lädt dein Kollege ein?
Okay. Wann lädt dein Kollege ein?
So when did you invite your colleague?
No.
No? Einladen?
Who is doing the Einladen?
Oh, okay. Who invited your call? So wer?
Okay, you could say wer, but it doesn't make any sense because wer would be nominative.
Oh, whom did your colleague invite? Wem?
Does. Okay, so now,
Whom, right, okay. Whom does your colleague
okay,
invite?
now we go to wen.
Oh,
Why?
okay.
Because dein Kollege lädt and then a person ein, which means that whoever it is now becoming the accusative object.
Okay.
Okay. So wen
Right.
lädt dein Kollege ein? Whom does your colleague invite?
Okay. Ich weiß nicht, wen mein Kollege einladen, einlade. I wanted to
You got your verb already conjugated right there.
okay. I thought it, oh, I see. Yes, it goes with dein Kollege is subject. Okay.
So the
Ich
Kollege
weiß,
lädt ein.
okay.
Ja.
So ich weiß nicht, wen mein Kollege einlädt. I don't know who my colleague invites.
Right. Okay, so the previous one, obviously, we made a mistake there. Ich weiß nicht wer, and then you should, of course, have to say mich, just like we changed it here.
Oh,
Yeah. Because now we are talking about a direct question to you, which then of course you have to answer with your,
yes.
because if I
Okay.
ask you who picks you up from the train station, then you would say, well, I don't know who picks me
know who
up from the
picked
train
me up.
station.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last one is wann. Wann fängt der Film an? Ich weiß nicht, wann der Film anfängt.
Right. Ich weiß nicht, Komma. It's good to
I
comma
don't know
again.
when
Yeah,
the film begins.
right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Difficult or not so much?
Well,
Question.
yeah. I think the biggest trouble I had was just vocabulary, but the concept makes sense.
Okay.
The grammar makes sense. I should say.
All right. So now I want you to form a Nebensatz mit Fragewort. So obviously we have the Fragewort all over the place. Okay. And we got in A, we have wo, wann, wem, wie viel, wohin, wie lange, was und wen. So we got the Frageworte already given. Okay. Now we do the same thing. We start out with ich weiß nicht. Okay, and then we have to conjugate the verb depending or according to the subject. So Lena is singular, third person, feminine. Max is singular, Jana is, Stefane, Clara. Der Film is singular, Maria, Hatem. Okay, so basically they're all third person singular, so that shouldn't be too difficult. All right, so wo Lena sein? Let's see, Juanita.
So, okay, so ich weiß nicht, wo Lena yeah, wo Lena sein ist. Wo Lena
Okay, so the sign changes to ist.
Ist.
Okay,
Okay,
sign is
that's right.
to be.
Wo Lena ist. To
Okay,
be, right.
to be.
So I
So,
don't know
ich
where
bin,
Lena is.
ich bin, du bist, sie ist. Wir sind, ihr seid, sie sind. Good. Ich weiß nicht, wo Lena ist. Meaning?
I don't know where Lena is.
Right.
Okay, so the next one, the question is wo. So reist Max ab? Is it abreist? And then the answer would be ich weiß nicht. I'd say wann. Ich weiß nicht, wann Max abreist.
Okay. That's exactly right. Meaning?
I don't know when Max departs.
Right. I don't know when Max departs.
Okay.
Okay, ik weiß nicht, wem, Jana hilfst.
Du hilfst.
Oh, hilft. Sorry, I had
Hilft.
that in my head, but I said it wrong. Hilft.
Okay.
So I don't know whom Jana helps.
Right.
Okay. Wie viel, so the next one is wie viel Stefan bet, bezahlt? Oh, how to
Bezahlt.
conjugate that. Bezahlt, okay. Ich weiß nicht, wie viel Stefan bezahlt.
Okay.
Bezahlt is is that to pay?
Yes.
Or is that, okay.
Okay. Ich weiß nicht, wohin Clara fährt.
Lara.
Clara. Clara fährt. So I don't know wohin, where Clara went or drives or
Okay. Where to?
so where to? Okay, that's right. Wohin, where
Yeah.
to?
Where to? Clara
Okay.
drives.
Wie lange ich weiß nicht, wie lange der Film dauert. I don't know how long the film lasts.
Right.
Ich weiß nicht, was Maria verliert. I don't remember what that means. Verlieren. I don't know what
You
Maria
You lost
lost.
your vocabulary?
Lost. Yes. I was gonna say lost. I don't know what Maria lost. Okay.
Okay. Then the last one is ich weiß nicht, wen hatten. Is this trifft? Is this, there's a trifft. Is it, yeah, it is, okay. I don't know whom Hatem is meeting or meets.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
All right, so now we have a beautiful little connector that only has two letters.
Yeah.
Up. Okay.
Okay.
Now, what does up mean? In this case,
If, I think,
Whether or not.
or whether, or if. Oh, okay. Right. Whether or not.
so the question now is, kommt Peter heute? So now, okay, so now the question does not start with a W question, but it starts with a verb. If it starts with a verb, then of course you don't have a W-Frage. So instead of making one up. We just put in op. And that could be
Okay.
a denial, or it could be a positive or a negative. You simply don't know.
Hmm.
So your answer or your translation initially was if. Okay. Now I don't know if in English in an answer gives you that same whether or not sense.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. If it does, then you can use if. And if not, just to have the concept
not.
clear, it's whether or not.
So could you use ich glaube, I believe, or is that okay
No,
for the first?
no,
No.
because if you use ich glaube, then you have to define exactly what it is that you believe. So that would mean I believe, comma, that. Because you don't say I don't believe
Oh,
if.
oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, you could say I believe if. Okay, but then you have to give the cause of why or why not you would believe.
Right.
You don't
Gotcha.
specify what it
Okay.
is that you believe.
Okay.
So in this case, we have our answer. Ich habe keine Ahnung, meaning
I have no idea.
I have no clue, I have no idea, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
And so now you gotta tell me what it is you have no idea about.
Okay. So, oh,
Okay, ich habe keine Ahnung,
ob
Komma, ob.
Martina heute Abend ins Kino geht. So we just have to move the words around again.
Which is basically
Yeah.
what we've been doing. Yeah.
Okay, so this would be ich habe keine Ahnung, ob Thomas Weißwein trinkst.
Nope.
Trinkt?
Drink.
Okay.
Okay,
Trinkt.
because you already have the drink
Oh,
up
I see.
front.
It's already trinkt. Okay.
Yeah.
Trinkt Thomas Weißwein. Okay.
So if the question is trinkst du Weißwein,
Mm.
because trinkst would be du,
Mhm.
then of course you would know and you would say ja oder nein.
Mm.
Okay, I mean, you could say, I don't know yet whether or not I'll be drinking wine tonight. It could depend whether you're the designated driver and you don't know it yet, or whether you have to take
Mm.
medicine. There are thousands of
Mhm.
reasons. Okay,
Right.
so in this case, you don't know. What don't you know? What's the answer? The translation?
Rather, if Thomas drinks white wine.
Okay, whether or not he drinks white wine. Good.
Yeah.
Ich habe keine Ahnung, ob Paul dich vom Flughafen abholt.
Okay, very good.
So I have no idea if Paul will pick you up at the airport, picks you up at the airport, whether or not Paul picks you up at the airport.
Right.
Is that right? Abholt?
Yeah.
All right. Kann man hier kostenlos parken? Ich habe keine Ahnung, ob man hier man hier kostenlos parken kann.
Yep.
So I don't have any idea whether one can park here for free.
Yes.
Kauft, so let's see. So this is, ich habe keine Ahnung, ob Lisa sich ein Fahrrad kauft. I have no idea whether or not Lisa buys herself a bicycle.
So you used to be able to go into Venice free of charge, but since Venice is basically a city inside the ocean with all these
Oh, yeah.
canals, now they charge entry, right, to go there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They just have too many tourists.
Yeah. Okay. So this would be ich habe keine Ahnung, ob Max morgen Fußball spielt. So I have no idea whether or not, or if Max is playing soccer today.
So just
Played
stay
soccer.
with whether or not.
Whether or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Whether or not
Mhm.
Max.
Tomorrow? Is that
Sorry, tomorrow. Yes,
Tomorrow.
thank you. Tomorrow.
Okay. Ich habe keine Ahnung, ob Frau Berg nach Rom fährt. I have no idea whether or not Frau Berg drives to Rome.
Okay. So I had a student last week in the Honduran class. He translated, I have no idea whether or not Mrs. Mountain will drive to Rome.
Well, I have to admit, when I first read it, I translated Berg's Mountain, and then I said, okay, this is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Nimmt man dich mit? Okay, so ich habe keine Ahnung, ob man, oh, what is this one? Man dich mitnimmt? Ob man mich mitnimmt. Ich habe keine Ahnung, ob man mich mitnimmt. So I have no idea whether or not one, is it one in that sentence? One comes with me?
Okay, it's not
I
mitkommen,
can't.
it's mitnehmen.
Mitnehmen.
So I have no idea whether somebody is
nimmt. Is that pick? No, it's not pick up. Oh my gosh, my brain is not working. What is
Okay.
nimmt? Nimmt.
nehmen, to take.
Nehmen, to take. So I don't get this one.
So Michael decides he's gonna go to this wonderful restaurant, and he's taking all the kids. And somebody comes up to you and asks you, nimmt Michael dich mit? But since he hasn't invited you specifically, then what do you say? Ich habe keine Ahnung, ob Michael mich mitnimmt. I don't know if he's going to take me along.
Oh, take me. Okay. Whether or not
Okay.
he'll
So in
take
this
it.
case, there's nobody specific
Hmm.
that we could,
Nobody specific.
that we
Gotcha.
could, yeah. So,
Someone. Okay.
Someone.
yeah, so let's
Some-
say you're in church
Someone.
and the church has an outing. And so somebody asks, are they going to take you along?
Hmm.
And you haven't been invited specifically, but
Mhm.
Michael is going, so you assume you're going. So this is
Right.
where you're in a limbo, and you say, I don't know whether I'm going to be taken or not.
Okay.
Yeah, I told my pastor friend, I said, now that I'm this rich man, in case the rapture comes, I'll just transfer you all my money so you can spend it when I'm gone.
Oh, gosh.
He's supposed to be with you.
Well, ich habe keine Ahnung, ob man ihn mitnimmt. Okay, so that's where this comes in. I don't know whether he's, whether they're gonna take him too.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. Ich habe keine Ahnung, ob das Wetter morgen besser wird.
All right.
I have no idea whether or not the weather will be better tomorrow.
Yes. Or in this case, it's gonna improve tomorrow.
Okay.
Mm. Okay, so this would be Ich habe keine Ahnung, ob man diesen Computer nach reparieren kann.
Noch.
No, noch. I need more water to spit on somebody. Noch.
As long as it's not on me.
Okay, so I have no idea whether one can fix this computer or not.
Yes.
Okay.
Or whether or not this computer is still fixable.
Mm.
All right. The next one is ich habe keine Ahnung. Ob mein Kollege nächste Woche in Urlaub geht. I have no idea whether or not my colleague goes on vacation next week.
Yes.
So my brother was here this weekend. That was why we were out Thursday and Friday with with his wife. She's the one that speaks German and helps us talk to Erica as
Okay.
we're getting better at it. So we can convince them to watch Cleo and ask her if she could recognize the different dialects of the East Germans versus the West Germans. So anyway, they're excited about Cleo. So we told them that we told them a lot about you because it was about the tutoring and everything, and how you said that it was a pretty accurate description of what Germany was like at the time in East versus West. So anyway.
Yeah, I walked into church on Sunday. Oh, you must be Peter. We've heard so much about you. Okay.
Oh.
Yes.
I mean, it's
Oh
not
my
every
God.
day somebody travels across the ocean to be with a friend, for 2 weeks.
That's right.
That's true.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, all right, last one.
All right, last one. Ich habe keine Ahnung, ob Kai
Hi.
die Nachricht hat bekommen.
Nope.
Nope, just bekommen.
And then first we have the main verb,
Hat. Okay, and then
Right.
yeah.
and then
Bekommen
we have the
hat.
conjugated verb.
Okay, so I have no idea whether or not Kai is coming on Christmas. Die Nachricht? Not no. What is
You are-
Nachricht?
You are way, you're like the Dallas Cowboys. Barely comes halftime, it just goes down the drain. No, okay. Bekommen means to receive.
But that doesn't what see, I don't know what Nachricht is, so that doesn't make
Ah.
sense to me.
Well,
What is
maybe
Nachricht?
maybe if you would get the message,
Oh, it's one of those that doesn't make any sense to me. That's why. It's why is Nachricht in the message? Okay.
why?
So
Because you're being informed of something after it happens.
I don't know whether or not.
Ah,
Oh, that Kai received the message?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so oops, I have no idea whether or not Kai, and now we have the perfect, okay? Because now this is the only one where we have past tense. Whether or
Oh,
not
okay.
Kai has
Has received
received
the message.
the message. In this case, it's a very specific message.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So tomorrow there is no dialysis. On Wednesday, we have dialysis, and after dialysis, we have to drive straight from dialysis 1 hour to Philadelphia, get them to the hospital for some exams or tests, and then come back another hour to where they live. So I have no idea how long I'll be out tomorrow.
Okay.
So
It's tomorrow or Wednesday?
yeah,
Tomorrow
Wednesday,
is
Wednesday, 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 Wednesday,
Okay.
Wednesday, Wednesday. So
Okay.
tomorrow we can do it at noon. Nothing
Okay.
happening. Wednesday is gonna be somewhat mega complicated because of
Yeah.
the
Well,
trip
we
to.
have church. We
to
have
Philly.
church Wednesday night anyway, so we couldn't do it.
Oh well,
Yeah.
that's perfect. I mean,
Yeah.
like,
So we'll
wow.
do it. We'll do it Tuesday.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do it Tuesday, and then we'll do it again Thursday.
What's your friend's name?
Jeff,
Jeff.
Jeffrey, yeah, Jeffrey Evans.
Okay.
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 All right.
All right.
Thank
That
you.
was